Welcome to a day in the life of a medical coder. I just woke up, I rolled out of bed, I slept in my makeup, nobody tell my esthetician, please, and made my coffee. Today, we're doing something a little different. I have done some videos in the past that are the day in the life videos, where I think I've done like auditing and maybe productivity coding. Today, I am working on coding projects. Not all medical coding jobs are productivity based. Some of them are projects, quality checks. So today I have a whole bunch of medical coding presentations that I'm going through and updating because they were built back in like 2020 and just need to verify that the codes are still correct, look over them, see how they can be improved. It's basically my CPC review series that I have on YouTube, but I need to update the slides. I also am going to add some stuff to them. I think I'm going to add some med term portions to them. Like here's the integumentary section. Here's the med term that's related to it. Maybe medications. I don't know. I feel like that might be too much. But yeah, since everyone says that the series is so helpful, I want to make sure keep it relatively up to date and fresh. It is still accurate because I've had people go through it and be like, yeah, like the codes that are mentioned and stuff are still correct. The answers are still correct. There's like 1 or 2 videos that I used the internal editor to clip out. So then the rest of it is just retained and still accurate. But I think it's been a few years. It's time for a refresh. So it's going to be a lot of going through the codes, verifying them, coming up with some new questions. So still a lot of medical coding related tasks. I've actually known quite a few students that went through their coding programs and were still apprentice coders and got hired on by the AAPC to become teaching assistants or to work as coders in various capacities with their content and verifying content. So there is a lot of opportunity there, especially if you're interested in some part-time work or some part-time contract work. There are tons and tons of gigs available as you network and get more familiar with the industry where you are not doing necessarily productivity coding, but putting your coding skills to work. I, like most coders, have the dual monitors. The dual monitors, I have one extra wide and then one just regular. And I've set it up pretty well so that everything's kind of at the right height and that my desk is adjustable and all of that. I do have my own office that I lease out a couple towns over for more so the content creation stuff that I do. I'm working on some projects where I might license some material and, I want things there to look more professional. Here is just kind of the chaos quarter, which is why I like Kermit the Frog and Figment and my giant corkboard of all the messy things are here. And I'm going to be super, super honest. These are the clothes I slept in. I've got my pajama bottoms, my t-shirt, and yeah, I'll shower up and change around lunchtime. I know a lot of people like to work out first thing in the morning or go for a walk on their lunch. I have a exercise class today at 5:30, so I don't really need to work out twice. So today I'm just rolling out of bed and going with the flow. It is lunchtime and I'm ready for a break. My brain is fried looking at codes. I'm trying to work through some questions and make sure that the documentation supports what I want to test on for the question, if that makes sense. But I'm grabbing some lunch. After lunch, I'm going to go hit the showers and change into some fresh clothes. Today, I'm having just buffalo chicken dip with some celery. Usually my lunch is a salad. I am the queen of salad lunches. Chickpeas and tomatoes and cucumber and all the good stuff. But I have been craving buffalo chicken dip lately. So I will eat this at my desk and then take a break to go clean up for the day. I'm tired. I've been working now for 4 hours. I'm almost done with one presentation, and I have a bunch of emails I need to get to. But first, I think it's time for me to switch from coffee over to iced tea. All right, I've got a few more hours. I need to get some work done, and I need the brain to log in, and brain is having trouble. So we're gonna put our headphones on and listen to our audiobook and finish this up, because this is oh my gosh, brain doesn't want to brain right now, but brain has to brain. By the way, if you are looking for a medical coding training program, I recommend Preppy. They are the channel sponsor. The reason that I recommend Preppy is because it is budget friendly. They're not going to add on a ton of extra stuff that you don't really need to upsell you. They give you everything you need to be prepared for the CPC exam. And it's on demand. You can do it at your own pace. So if you're a busy adult, which most of us are, you can take classes in the morning, the evening. You can do it on your phone while you are sitting in the car line for your kids. It's university backed, so you get a certificate from a university, and it helps prepare you for the CPC exam, which is one of the top in-demand medical coding credentials. Like, employers only accept credentials through either APC or AHEMA, and you can remove your apprenticeship status faster because they will give you a certificate that proves 80 contact hours, which helps take a year off that apprenticeship status. You can find out more at startmedicalcoding.com, and there is a special coupon code I will link below. If you use the coupon code CONTEMPO and use the one payment option, it will take $100 off. So I will link everything in the comments below. All right, I finished up the integumentary system slides. They're kind of a beast because there's like a little bit of math involved in some of them, but they're done. Time to move on to musculoskeletal. I just have a little bit more to do, and then I can finish up my day. My husband's cooking tonight. He's grilling. And I have an exercise class. I'm not sure if my kid's going to have one at the exact same time, but I should hear in about 15 minutes whether or not they had enough participants for class to go on. It's going to feel really good to get out and move around after sitting at my desk all day.
Read. You actually wow. There was a kid at Home Depot. It was
That's true. What up, chat? I'm here live at Home Depot. All right, I'm done. And this too could all be yours if the price is right. But honestly, yeah, that's it. That's my day. I sat at my desk all day going through codes and questions and double checking. And there's a lot of opportunities in medical coding that aren't necessarily productivity coding. There's definitely a lot of productivity coding. I did productivity coding for a long, long time. And then I did auditing. And then I did some management. And then I went back to auditing. And yeah, There's a lot of stuff that you can do in medical coding. A lot of people find out that they like working with the electronic medical records and they become specialists in Epic. And now there's stuff with a lot more validation, a lot more tech end of things. And if you don't want to work from home, you don't have to. There's plenty of opportunities working in the office. In fact, because so many coders are prone to wanting to work from home in their pajamas, just like I did today, there is a lot higher paying opportunities for those that are willing to go into the office and do the more intense work, like presenting audit findings to providers. But I hope that provided you a little bit of insight into the day in the life of a coder. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, just keep on coding on.